Hello everyone, Firemac here. And if I seem a little annoyed, it's because I messed up my recording again. Let me let you in on a little something. You see my face cam? That's being recorded by a different program. I'm giving you some insight to how this works for me, at least. I know it's probably different from other people, but my webcam is its own program, and then the game is different. I use a different program to record that. Now here's the thing, that program I used to record the game can also record the program that's recording the camera. So I recorded a 35-minute episode. Excuse me. I recorded a 35-minute episode of my webcam. So that's why I'm annoyed. I have to redo everything I just did again. And why am I letting you guys know? Because I don't want to hide these kind of things from you guys. I want to be transparent as much as possible. So you see the screen right now. Let me make sure I'm actually recording the right way. Asagao Academy. Yes, I am recording this footage right now. Okay, good. And if me saying 35 minutes wasn't much of an indication, I started watching some of the... started watching Pro Jared's playthrough of Asagao Academy. And noticed he was doing 30-minute episodes. And then I saw... Holly was doing the same thing, I think. But either way, this game does seem like it needs to be longer chunks, so I'm definitely doing 30-minute episodes from now on. So now that you know that. So now that you see this right here, this is freaking, I am talking to Gerard finally. I got my 101 with Gerard. Spoiler alert, I also get a 101 with PBG. But that just got recorded over. I really don't want to redo the readings. So I'm gonna, unfortunately, be slightly annoyed and rereading through this stuff again at a much faster pace. I even had these, I was even doing voices too. I mean, kinda. I was giving these inflections, yep. You can't hide from my... Also, if you hear any pets, I apologize, by the way. Sorry, I was breathless, I paused to calm the heart before breaking again. Are you worried about what happened yesterday? No one cares about it, Hana. I almost forgot about it myself. She must have seen my face. She brought an arm around my shoulders and pulled me closer to her. For real, though, we're gonna go to class and no one's even gonna mention that you made a huge fool of yourself yesterday. You could have said that better. Yes, she could have. I'm kidding. I might have been a big scene, but it totally wasn't your fault. It was Paula, right? When you jump, you have to calculate your trajectory, just like I did just now. You could learn a lot from a master like me. You get dressed and cheer up. I could bottle up your gloom and sell it to a wizard. What if you used it for evil? We can't let the wizard do that, guys. Can't let that happen, Hana. She's worried about the big things, guys. Her smile was wide as the bridge gap between continents. The beginnings of tears prickled from the back of my eyes, but this time we were for a different reason of happiness, guys. Happiness. I opened my closet, tried to avoid looking at the sad slump of clothes inside, slathered with dried up ice cream. I only had 2 uniforms, which my dad, by the way, she mentions her dad a lot, which cost my an entire month's salary. If I was able to get the stain out of the uniform, what would I do? Sienna took the second form off its hanger and slipped it on as Mai waiting impatiently for me. Ready to go? I guess so.
Yeah!
Good! Yeah! Mai said. It's just as Mai said, no one was paying any special attention to me. Well, there was a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. As the lecture went on, my anxiety, for the most part, faded. Whew. I took to staring out the window and avoid eye contact. A few boys were out in the field playing. Wait, was that PBG? Dang right it is. The school closer, trying to look a better look. And Hana! At the sound of my name, I leaped to attention. Huh? If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battles, please feel free to enlighten us. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery. Yes, I'm sorry. She is super mad, guys. She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing had happened. Look, it's Luke, guys. You know, freaking look. You know, Youngtown, Hidden Block. He's there. Hi, yo, what's up, man? A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to Bruno turned around and gave me a flashing thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure what exactly he expected me to do. And then Ian's really pissed off. He's like, "What'd you do that, man?" Ian turned around and socked him in the head. And like, ow. The other guy mumbled something from him, probably apologizing. Ian's eyes slid to me for a brief instant. Excuse me, I need to make sure I'm recording. Recording. Yep. We're good. Sorry. I'm a little scared that this recording is not gonna happen because I keep making that stupid mistake with the freaking program. Okay. Back row. Ian slid to me for a brief instant. Like that. Just like that. Just like that. Then he looked away. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday? Or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes of Japanese history, it went nearly time for lunch. Okay, everyone, it's almost time for you to go. Raven so hard. Don't grumble. You should work together to complete if you have a hard time. Also, you being aware the Flower Festival is coming up. Flower Festival, guys. Could be a big event. I'm sure of it. And a week and a half. This news was met with a few cheers. Yeah, everyone started to pack. Flower Festival, fuck yeah. Can't wait. Since we had the day of the festival off, our first exam will be the day before. Cunning little minx. There was no cheers this time. Romance is wonderful. Believe me, I know. Try not to let the festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow. Then she was gonna flash a peace sign and winked as she walked out of the door. What a weird teacher. I know, right, guys? Super weird. Ugh, that lecture was so boring. Maya walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria trying to find a seat. Did you say that yesterday? Probably, but it's true for today, too. Hannah, help me. I'm gonna die of boredom. We have assignment to keep us busy, Mai.
What?
We already have work to do? How did you not hear that? Mai sighed dramatically, then leaned on the side and rested her head in the crook of my neck. I reached up to pat her head a few times, but she straightened before I could do it. Like that. I'm assuming that's what she meant. Actually, I don't even know if that got recorded. So probably just looked like a fool. Anyway. Oh god, Hannah! Paul's walking over here. He's looking at you. Does he look at energy? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's going to kick at you again? The same Paul who immediately me last time strode towards me? I simply backed away, but he kept coming closer. Hey. I'm glad I found you! He didn't look angry at me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile. I don't know how that would look. I wanted to make sure you weren't hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. I looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad, it was even worse. At the same time, the image of my ruined uniform popped into my mind. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed, or whether I was feeling something else entirely. I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerina'd too hard. You did, Paul, you did. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you're not wearing the same uniform yesterday. I like the pink splotches of you. It matched your hair. A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to sit in my throat. My dumb, stupid hair! Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. I thought the Normal Boots guys were different, but he was trying to apologize. How could he say something like that to me? Not the first time. I thought of dyeing it a different color, but quickly dismissed it. Sorry, guys. I keep looking over here because I'm still scared to death that this is not going to record. It's not going to record. Paul was waiting for a response. Mai giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. Excuse me. I mustered up my best smile, hoping it was at least somewhat convincing. It's okay, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Excuse me, guys. Anyway, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh and Nick and I feel really bad about everything. We never made a girl cry before. Well, not by physically injuring her, I guess. Thank you, but I was going to scrub it in the sink. Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaners, so I was surprisingly good at hand-washing things. See, look, she mentioned it to Dad again. No, Mom. That thing's going to need more than just hot water and soap, trust me. Tell you what, I have a friend who's a natural with that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. Just meet me later and bring your uniform, okay? I'll try not to kick you this time. Now, who's this girl? This guy, is it a new character, or is it, interesting. Without giving me time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly around. I flinched. Oh, what's going on? Are you and, Mai, right? Do you guys have a table? The cafeteria is pretty full right now. You can sit with us if you want, just for today. Yes, we'll go. Right, Hannah? Lunch? With the Normal Boots Club? Dun dun dun. Maybe I really could become friends with them. And then no one would bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream incident, right?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Alright, follow me, ladies. He led us to the middle of the cafeteria where the Normal Boots Club sat with the table all to itself. Hey, you found her. You're Hannah, right? I nodded, blushing as I took a seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. Mai forced herself between Jared and PPG. Her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. And one of these babies just sparkles. Can you imagine that? Sparkle hearts. Real subtle. So, Hannah, we saw that you were upset and we're all worried. Are you feeling better? PPG looked at me, clearly concerned. My heart was beating hard against my chest, but I wasn't sure whether it was because I was nervous or because that sad look in his face made me want to give him a hug. Or maybe it was because I was about 2 inches away from Paul and only an arm's length away from all the other guys. As I tried valiantly to open my mouth, whispers sped around the lunchroom. Look at those girls over there. Who do they think they are? How come they get to sit there? I wish Senpai would notice me. Main characters get all the luck. And I believe this is... I gotta make sure I mention it again, because... Yeah, I noticed this game likes to break the fourth wall a lot. So, yeah. That's all I wanted to say. Suddenly my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that by getting closer to the guys, I was setting myself as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating. PJ was still looking at me, even more worried than before. I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Please don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm sorry for causing such a scene. I should have controlled myself better. I hung my head. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted to extremely polite. My father would have been proud. There's the father again.
Hana.
Hey, Hana, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault, alright? Right, Paulie? Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologized as best I could, Nick. Give me a break. It was a relief that PG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying me or Mai any attention. Shane, however, was still shooting me quick, suspicious glances. It was almost like he didn't want me there. I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hana.
How do you like it here so far, Hana? It's the first time we get to see Gerard. I mean, talk, anyway. Good, how about you? ... I mean, I like it here, thank you. Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked up my food. These guys were all wrapped up in their own conversations, and Mai was busy preventing hyperventilation for being so close to Jared. I can feel his body. Yeah, she's getting horny over there. Oh dear.
Hey.
You doing okay, Hana? A smiling Satch turned to me. I know it can be overwhelming. You're fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Thanks for recommending me that book, by the way. It's been really good. Do you like it? That's great. I figure you would. It's really funny, but the narrators are annoying. Yeah, he can be a bit rude. He pushed up his glasses and grinned at me.
Alright.
You were pretty quiet, but I knew there was more to you. I winced. Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower. No need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before. But that reminds me. The Flower Festival. He turned to the group, addressing them all as if on cue they all suddenly turned to pay him attention. Who are you all taking this year? Right, the Flower Festival. Miss Yusuka mentioned it before. Well, what is the Flower Festival? No one's explained it to me yet.
Well...
That's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? We did have festivals at my old school, but they were basically just 40 kids grouped in one room sharing snacks they brought from home. Well, we had something kind of like them, but I stopped going.
Really?
Aw, why not? They're so fun! I didn't really want to answer. She's hiding something. There's no way I could say, well, my friends turned on me, so when I went, people pretended I didn't exist. But Mai was waiting for an answer and everyone was looking at me. I'm just... not into that stuff, I guess. Oh, well, maybe you'll like this one more. The Flower Festival happens all around Japan. And this were like, of course it's Japan. Of course they're in Japan. Why wouldn't they be in Japan? Around this time of year. But it's a big deal in Higanbana. That's a town right next to Asagao. There's apparently some kind of myth about the flowers that's somewhat important. Supposedly, the founder of Higabana was an old man who got lost in the mountains and almost died of thirst. This flower spirit came to him and offered him help in return for his vow to protect her home. He agreed, and she drained herself all of her water so he could drink. The man founded Higabana to watch over the meadow in which he met the flower. In some version of the myth, the man and the flower spirit fell in love. It's a truly romantic festival. One may hope to find someone to make a vow of eternal love, just as the man and the spirit did, and to live on to protect the one they love. Jared winked, and Mai swooned. So during the day of the Flower Festival, there's a lot of stalls set up, and you can go play games and eat food, or go flower viewing. Then at night, there's a special meadow over by the temple where you can go watch the flowers. There's a bonfire and dancing. It's a lot of fun. We look forward to it every year. Ick! Ick! Promise I won't do that all the time when John speaks. Asagao sells paper flowers in a little booth to raise money for the school, too. So there's usually a big volunteer drive beforehand for people who are good at origami. Origami? I'm good at origami!
Really?
Really? Shane is too. Maybe we should work together. Shane gave a tight-lipped smile. Somehow I didn't think that would be happening.
Hey.
Hey, speaking of, I swear you rejected 10 girls at last festival season. I mean, that's nothing compared to me, naturally. Were so many girls with broken hearts, even I couldn't mend them all. You still hung up on your English girlfriend?
What?
Shane flinched, visibly taken back. Then he shrugged. I don't talk to her anymore. Oh, Shane, I just want you to be happy, that's all. He wiped a fake tear. Shane grimaced. How great would it be if someone asked me? Maybe even if one of the normal boots guys did. No, I doubted that would ever happen. They were only letting me sit there because they physically assaulted me. And then that's where she made that sound way worse than it was. I sighed and cut my beefcake with a plastic knife. So, any girls in mind, fellas? Beside me, Mai shifted nervously. Her eyes kept flicking from Jerry to her french fries. She looked like a child who stole several cookies. Jerry spread out his arms and raised an eyebrow. A god waiting for names to fall into his lap. Bring him in. Bring him in. I'm thinking of going solo this year, to be honest. Yeah. Same. Man, you guys are boring. You aren't much better, man. I'm on another level compared to you guys. I've already got my choice picked out. There was a quiet clattering next to me. Mai had dropped her fork. Yeah, I'm sure you have. It'll probably be a new choice tomorrow. Jared flicked his hair with his hand. You know me so well. There's only so much time to make so many different girls' dreams come true. I must find the one who is most in need. So it's not even about which one you like, huh? Nope. And you make fun of me. Just then, the warning bell rang. It was time to head back to class. As everyone got up to toss their trays, I stood up and, overwhelmed with a sudden burst of feeling, shouted, "Thank you for letting me and Mai eat lunch with you today. I really appreciate it." Yeah, thanks. Hana was having a terrible day and you guys cheered her right up. So see you guys again tomorrow at the same time. Mai tilted her head, eyes twinkling. Mai, Paul said we could only sit with them today. Huh, it's cool. Paul waved at Ham in dismissal, almost dropping his tray with the other. The cafeteria is really crowded. We have extra room at our table. People are too afraid to sit with us or something. Well, we did kick a girl yesterday. All three of them shrugged at the same time, then left room, moving in unison like a team of synchronized swimmers. Jared jumped to his tray and jogged to catch up with them. As soon as they were out of earshot, Mai took my hands in hers and jumped up and down. You did it, Hannah! We get to sit at the popular table. I've been trying to do this for 2 years, and you did it in 2 days! She dropped our hands and made a jokingly, I think, angry face? Main characters have all the fun. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You'll be in pairs painting a diorama on a papier mache. Papier mache. Paper mache. It's paper mache. Never mind. A paper mache lamp. Anything postmodern. Then write a paper on design. Or don't. That works too. But remember, this project will count for 10% of your final grade, so work hard. Sound good? The only response was bitter murmuring. Miss Shizuko often ended with "sounds good," but she never cared about the answer. Alright, in the last few minutes of class, pick your partners and discuss your project plan. We'll continue next time. In a matter of seconds, almost all the desks in the classroom connected. I looked at Mai, but a girl, Mimi Santos, damn you, Mimi, already claimed her. Mai frowned at me as if to apologize. I scanned the classroom for a few other people I met, finding them already paired. I was going to be the only one without a partner. Suddenly, the edge of a desk collided with mine. It's PBG! Guess we'll be working together. PBG sat in front of me with a cheeky grin. Didn't he sit on the other side of the room? How did he get his desk over here so quickly? I leaned over to look past him. He left a gaping hole and several collapsed students in his wake. Holy crap, PBG! Seeing my gaze, he turned around. Oh, oops, sorry! He waved sheepishly. A Boing glared at him. Well, for better or worse, we're partners. I guess we are, sorry. Why are you apologizing? Wait, no, that's not what I meant at all. You're super smart. I'm just sorry you're stuck with me. You're pretty smart too, though, right? Not that I know. I guess. But I hate schoolwork. I don't care about it at all. 10% of our grade depended on this project. Oh, not that I'm going to make you do it all. I may not like school, but I'm not going to let someone else fail just because I think it sucks. Excuse me, guys. I got this burping fit. I haven't done something like that since I was a kid. The girl got so mad. I learned my lesson. He laughed, hitting the desk, crinkling his nose. He didn't see what was so funny, but from the way he was looking at me, it seemed like I should. He smiled hesitantly. He stopped laughing and frowned at me. The same way he did yesterday. Do you like apple cider? I'm sorry? Or, pinball? What about magnolias? Yeah, I guess I do? You... guess you do? But you... He sputtered, opening and closing his mouth like he was trying to eat the air. I searched his face, wanting to help him out. He was clearly struggling. PG leaned forward, looking into my eyes like he was deciphering a code. Really forward, so close I could see the little brown flecks in his eyes forward. What? PG moved away, his anxious look fading into a slight smile. Actually, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was brainstorming a subject for our piece, but you didn't have any strong reactions to anything, so I guess we won't be doing any of those then. Like hell! The bell rang and students started packing up. Oh no, we didn't get to pick a project. I'm sorry, that's my fault. I was messing around. But don't worry, I'll come up with something. Just leave it to me. He thumped his chest as he got out of his chair, striking a pose and giving me a wide, reassuring smile. He shuffled his desk back to the other side of the room as I packed my things away. I didn't understand what happened, but maybe it was better to forget about it. He didn't seem he wanted to explain. I left the classroom thinking to wait for Mai, but instead PBG trailed me into the hallway. He cleared his throat and I turned to face him. I tilted my head back to an uncomfortable degree. He was tall, but he was scratching his neck, avoiding eye contact. So I know you were fine at lunch, but are you sure you're okay? I mean, you were really freaked out yesterday, so... Heat crept its way into my face. No, I'm alright. As long as you're fine, if you need help with anything, you can rely on me, though. Especially since... The uncertain look crossed his face again. Well, never mind. Are you heading back to the dorms? Yes? Nice, me too. We can go together. He pumped his fist into the air. I glanced into the classroom. Mai was still talking to Mimi, looking like she was about to rip the girl's head off. She wasn't going anywhere. Oh, that Mimi.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go. But as we turned to leave the hall, we were interrupted by someone wearing a yellow and green jacket. Who could it be? I already know who it is, but I'll let you guys guess. You guys done guessing? Okay, we're gonna keep going. The rival club's jacket. It's Space Hamster! Jeff! Yeah! My heart stopped. Standing before us was a tall man with cheekbones like no tomorrow. I didn't recognize him from our class. He must mean that he was one of the other Hidden Block members. I didn't know whether I should scoff at him or ignore him. Before I could do anything, PUG held out his hand for a high five. Now, before I continue this, I just want to say, we've seen Ian, not PPG, Space Hamster, and we've seen Youngtown. That means we're missing Cat Icarus, Jimmy, and Balrog. We're missing those three. PG held his hand for a high five. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Jeff! Jeff returned the gesture, and the two locked into the conversation.
What's up?
PBG, you pumped about the soccer match?
Yeah.
Yeah! I've been waiting for this all summer.
Right on.
Are you busy? I'm trying to get the team together right now for a last-minute practice. You in? I am so in! I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Are my cleats still in your locker? Yep. Awesome, let's go then! Jeff briefly looked at me and pointed. PBG turned around, surprised. I was still waiting.
Hana.
Excuse me. Oh, Hana! Sorry, I gotta go. See you in class tomorrow. I make sure to bring my thinking cap. He put on the invisible hat, then gave me a thumbs up. That's I'm assuming how that went. Oh, wait. Do you want to come to our game? It's the first one of the year. It would be cool if you came to watch us. Mostly me, because I'm the star player. Wow, thanks. And of course we are. That was the same decision I made before.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. I would love to come. Woo. Thanks. That really means a lot to me. Usually the first game doesn't conjure a big crowd. Can I bring Mai? She might have planned on going anyways, but she was always including me in things. I want to do the same for her.
Yeah.
Totally. Bring as many people as you want. Fill up the stands. He left with Jeff and headed back to the dorms. Mai usually walked with me. It felt weird to be alone. Suddenly I realized it would feel even weirder to be in the dorm alone. Not knowing what else to do, I headed for the library. Might as well get started on some homework. I stayed in the library much longer than anticipated. Ahead, low over a small sheet of project ideas and thick book. I'm sure I'm still recording here. Okay. Every time I thought about leaving, panic seized me. The truth was, I still didn't know my way around the academy. I had been there to guide me. I was more focused on the people around me than the places. As students trickled past, laughing and heading off to no doubt have tons of fun, I fiddled with my pencil. I'll have to leave eventually, though. Hesitantly, I closed my notebook and stood.
Hey, Hana.
Hey, Hana, how are you? Alright, we're back to where we were. I would end the episode, but I have 4 extra minutes. So, with me kind of speeding my reading up, we got some more time. Yeah, I don't know. I did say 35 minutes before, so maybe I might chip in a little extra footage. Let's go. Water break, guys. Water break. I've been talking a lot. I can feel my throat getting a little scratchy. Okay. Okay, guys. Alright, let's talk to Gerard, and then after it, and not including the rest of the continue guys, because like I said, I've said before, I kind of count the entire continue guys as like one person, so it's a little weird. But that's how I kind of see them, so I don't think... And so far, it doesn't look like the game doesn't want to separate them. It seems like Paul is the main dude that we talk to for continue, so that's probably the guy we're going to date, I'm assuming. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just guessing here. But besides that, after we talked to Gerard, we have officially talked to everybody one-on-one. Yeah, pretty sure that, yeah, we talked to everyone one-on-one at this point. Hey, Hana, how are you? I whirled around. Gerard was walking past me, a thick book in one hand. Gerard? Hi, I'm good, thank you. I laughed weakly and found myself wringing my hands together. Yeah? He clearly didn't believe a word I was saying. I sighed. I'm a bit scared to leave. I know that sounds pathetic, but I don't really know my way around here, so... Yeah, you look a bit like a lost otter. A lost otter? Hey, you have no room to talk, Hana, after calling Jontron a human puppy. But hey, I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to you until now. I've been wanting to ask if you're settling in alright. I know that transfer students don't really get introduced to the school the same way freshmen do. Are your classes okay? How's your homework load? Do you like the food? Getting along with Mai? I stuttered, unsure of which question to answer first. Everything's fine. Mai's great, yeah. She showed me around the campus recently. It was very nice of her, but she wasn't very thorough. A grin slowly spread across Gerard's face as if he was unwrapping a present. I can show you around if you like. I used to give tours to incoming students. If you're new, you really should get a tour. Freaky, I'm gonna get a tour. Get a tour of Gerard. Gerard's eyes lit up at the mere mention of a tour. I felt bad for turning them down. Not that I'm actually gonna turn them down.
All right.
Great, we can start at the boys' dorm. I need to put my books away. He laughed and headed out of the library. I fell into a step alongside him. Has anyone told you we don't get many transfers? It's been implied. I always wonder what new students think of everything right when they get here. Wish I could experience everything here for the first time again. Was your old school anything like this? Not at all. It feels more like a college campus because of dormitories. My old high school was just a big brick building. Gerard nodded. I thought he wanted to say more, but there we were in front of the boys' dorm. He pulled open the door for me. Once inside, he held open his hands.
Aw, yeah.
Aw, yeah! This is Bluebell House. It's where the boys live. It's literally a carbon copy of the girls' dorm, except that the walls are blue. Feel free to walk around, but probably don't go into any rooms. I'm gonna go drop this off. I'll be right back. This sounds like trouble. He raced off to the stairwell, then took them two at a time. I got the feeling he was rushing so as not to make me wait longer than I had to, and I smiled. It made me feel cared for. There wasn't much to look at or do while I was waiting, though. I stepped to the side so as not to block the door and stretched out my neck, listening to the sounds of an action movie from a room nearby. ... Maybe I should wait outside? I headed for the dormitory door. When I reached to pull it open, but bam! Oh snap! It's that better be Cat Icarus. He looks a little different. And that's totally Jimmy with his little freckle. Or not freckle. That's not a freckle, that's a mole. It's a little cutie mole. I don't, what do they call that? Okay, whatever. The door swung open by itself and two yellow jacketed men stepped into the hall. I stared at them in shock. They looked at me, went the same way. Whoa, pink hair! That's unique. The one on the right instantly called my hair in the thick British accent. The other, probably the youngest student I met so far, scanned me up and down. Jimmy's definitely the youngest. You're the girl who sat in Oral Boots' table today, aren't you? You could tell? Was my presence already so well known? Just from sitting at their table? I wasn't sure whether to be pleased or upset, but the men in front of me were busy talking amongst themselves. I never thought they'd entertain having a girl join them. Do you think it's because of the puzzle incident? The puzzle incident? What? Shane would never be comfortable with someone joining up just like that, though. They hardly know her. There must be some reason she sat with them, though. I wish I could do a British accent, guys, but it's just not gonna happen. If you're planning a secret weapon, we should get back at them. Excuse me? I shouted into the middle of them, shocking even myself. I wasn't usually so loud or forward, but the way those two were bickering gave me the impression that if I didn't stop them, they'd keep going on forever. I'm right here. You can just ask me something if you're confused.
Hey,
you're right. So, are you joining the Normal Boots Club then, or...
What?
Joining the Normal Boots Club never crossed my mind as a possibility. All I was thinking about was getting in good with them. Getting on their good side so that hopefully people wouldn't mess with me. Actually joining the club? Was that even possible? And weren't they gamers or something? I had almost no experience with video games. There was no way I'd be able to join. Seeing my crestfallen face, the young member backtracked. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. We're members of the Hidden Block Club, and the Normal Boost Club is our rival in tournaments. So we were just wondering, maybe that's where the tournament points come in.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful person.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful person. Nice. Nice, Caddy. Nice! I'm Cat Icarus. This is Jimmy Wetzel. You can call me Caddy for short, though. Everyone does. That's right, Caddy. Everyone? Jimmy cast a knowing glance in Caddy's direction, and Caddy grimaced. Almost everyone. Beautiful? Thank you. Don't mind him. He tells everybody that. Because everybody is a beautiful person. You tell him, Caddy. You tell him. Ouch.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, guys. Gerard's back to break up the fun. And we're going to end it there. Yeah. I'm going to leave it right there in the middle of that conversation, guys. Ooh, doesn't that just suck? I'm messing. We'll come back to this next time, guys. Let me know if you enjoy the new format of slightly longer episodes. because I kind of feel like it needs to be done for this series. All right, it's Firemac saying bye-bye. See you next time.